Hello everyone, this video is going to introduce air quality guideline produced by the World Health Organization. We hope that all of you can have some basic understanding of the air pollution worldwide and how to reduce its effects. First, we will introduce air pollutants. There are two kinds of air pollutants. Primary air pollutants are those that are emitted into the atmosphere from a source such as a factory chimney or exhaust pipe, or through suspension of contaminated dust by the wind. It includes sulfur dioxide, oxides of nitrogen, carbon monoxide, volatile organic compounds, and carbonaceous and non-carbonaceous primary particles. The other is secondary air pollutants, which are those formed within the atmosphere itself. They arise from chemical reactions of primary pollutants, possibly involving the natural components of the atmosphere, especially oxygen and water, such as photochemical smog and formaldehyde. Then let's look at the sources of air pollution. One of the major sources within any emissions inventory is road transport. Also, the burning of fossil fuels in stationary combustion plants is a further major source of pollutant emissions in most countries. In addition, forest fires and deliberate biomass burning represent a major source of combustion emissions, including nitrogen oxides and carbon monoxide. Last but not least, nature itself is also an important source of many trace gases and particles within the atmosphere. One of the best-known natural contributions to air pollution is the release of biogenic VOC from trees and other vegetation. Now we will focus on the global circumstance of air pollution. Air pollution levels are normally higher in developing countries than in highly developed industrialized countries. This can be proved by the typical annual average concentrations of nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and suspended particles presented in this figure. The data selected for next presentation demonstrate that the general levels of PM10 in Asia and Latin America are higher than those in Europe and North America, especially Asia. This region experiences relatively high background concentration owing to forest fires and local emissions of particles from the use of poor quality fuels. Then let's look at the third part, human exposure and the health effects of air pollution. Human exposure can be defined as the event when a person comes into contact with a pollutant of a certain concentration during a certain period of time. The process can be shown like this. Most research on the health effects of air pollution has focused on respiratory and cardiovascular effects. It should be noted, however, that exposure refers to contact with any part of the human body. Other health-damaging routes of exposure to air pollution include dermal exertion and ocular exposure. For example, acute exposure to airborne pollutants can result in eye or skin irritation. Exposures to air pollutants can affect human health in a variety of ways, as shown. In conclusion, after gaining basic knowledge about the air pollutants and its effects on our human, we should pay more attention on the research of air risk assessment and conduct related policies in an environmental 硬核way.